And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Modded Minecraft. So we're focusing on Rika again today, and that's because we are still trying to get our canola production up to where it should be. Now, I have this whole new line of grinders. More grinders than I know what to do with. Well, not really, but close enough. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to hook these guys up. But I don't want to use shaft, bedvil, and junction gears. That's going to be a pain in the butt. I'm driving this right off my hydroconnectors right now. I've switched only 2 of these to generating power. The rest are just going to generate canola, or lubricant. You know that there is no such thing as a canola seed? Yeah, it's actually called rapeseed. Yeah, that's why we call it canola oil. Anyways, all right, so let's take a look at this. All right, so we want to get ourselves a shaft power bus, all right? And we're going to need to get ourselves the controller first. Shaft bearing, ball bearings. All right, let's see if I can do this now. So we need 4 of them. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 4. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So I know what I need to do here. All right, so 8 times 4. 8, 16, 32 divided by 4. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, well, that would be easier in the future, wouldn't it? Now, the reason I'm doing this is because... Do I need... Oh, gosh, I'm going to need a ton of these. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't want to have to build all of the other crud that I'm going to need to build. This makes it easier, basically. All right, so let's do this. Why don't we... Oh, so you only need 2 crafts per. Oh, okay. So let me do this. Let me get some steel out, because I need to do 4 per, right? So I'm going to need some more HSLA. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that should get me 16, which should get me 64 of those. Put the ball bearings in there. Let's look at shafts again. Shaft power bus. Clicky, clicky. Nope, that doesn't work. Clicky, clicky. Let me get 8 of those, which gets me 8 of these, which means I need another... that. All right. Sometimes I like to show you guys what I'm doing, just, you know, to give you guys an idea of what the crafting in this is actually like. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Rotarycraft to death, but sometimes the crafting recipes make me want to kill something. All right, so we got another 8 of those. Shaft power bus, get me another 8 of those. Awesome, okay. So the way these work is that these are basically great ways to get ourselves... I need another... let's say 16 of you. These are great ways to get ourselves to easily split power between multiple machines in a line, like this. Now, the downside, however, is that these guys are going to require power. There we go. Power and lubricant. There we go. I should check in the future if I can shove the power in and then out. We'll see that. We'll see. For right now, we'll do this separately. All right. So I just want to make sure that this guy can actually receive power from the top like I think he can. Well, hello there. You need to go to yellow. Oops, nope. Input is down, output's yellow. And we need to connect this guy right there. And you can't receive from the top. Joy. Okay. Not a problem. Actually, it really isn't, because I can kind of tweak this. There we go. Let's keep you there. Switch you there. Put you there. And you're up to magenta. Oops. Oh, you're not receiving anything because you don't have any lubricant in you. That makes a bit more sense. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Not at all what I wanted to do. Can I get... Crap. Crap. Problem. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to fill a bucket, but apparently that's not going to work. All right, so let's get back out to here. Is the tank room on this level, or did I put it somewhere else? Thank you. All right, so do I have any more buckets? No. This will be fine just to get things running. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Okay, so let's switch back to our lubricant bucket, and let's drop some lubricant into this guy. All right, so he yields 8 buckets of lubricant. I don't think it actually takes that much lubricant for these guys to run. Let me, while I'm here, look. All right, so if I'm standing here, I look up. Okay, good. So I can bevel and then bevel. Okay. What are you? Your shaft. So you're going to... Oh, that's my junction. So you're going to keep your input the same. Go to down. Get some more shafts out. Get you oriented properly, and just get another set of bevel gears. Yep, and I need some more base panels. Thank you. And we'll throw you there. Keep your output the same. And do you like that? Okay. So now the nice thing about this is it's not going to deplete, or it's not going to break if it runs out of lubricant. It's just going to be irritated. And, of course, I forgot to do the important thing, which was to configure that. What would I need to do to get a fluid terminal? So I need a annihilation core and a missing logic processors, because I haven't taught my system how to craft those yet. Great. All right, so we're not doing that. Actually, let's do that quickly. Yeah, why not? Thank you very much. And I need to get myself, what is it? Here, get me like 10 of those. Get me another, oh, right. Let's make sure you're working properly while I'm up here. Oh, right. It's going to be a pain in the rear end right now because... Eh? Oh, yeah. Hold on. There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. Good. Okay. You are functional. Good. And you are doing... You. Oh, that's not what I wanted either. Okay. We'll just hold off on that for right now, apparently. Because now that I'm actually on the level where, you know, my liquid storage is located, I can just yank another bucket out, and we can go back and take a look at this. All right. So this system I'm putting together should, emphasis on the should, provide enough lubricant to my whole system. All right. Okay, so that's there, that's there. What are we doing? We're doing this. We're not doing anything else. We are doing that. Okay, good. Now, you have 1,000. You now have 1,000. And... nope. Okay, fine. Okay, so you guys both have 1,000 in you. You have 1,000 in you. And then, let's do one last thing here. Let's drag this over like this. So these guys should be getting lubricant first, I hope. All right, let's see if this actually works. And we also need to make sure this guy is set up to extract, round robin. Good, all right. Let's throw this guy on and see what happens. Uh-huh. Okay, so the question of the day is... why is nothing running? Yeah, invalid or missing items. I get that. Let's connect this just to see if that's our problem here. Alright, so you guys are getting the items you need. You're supposedly not receiving any power, though. Interesting. I'll be right back. You know, it would help if I had them turned correctly. See, there's an output side. Yeah. Bingo! Okay. Alright, now what are we doing here? Okay, so you're receiving the power, right? Right. And you should be outputting the power. Why are you not outputting the power? See, this is what happens every time I try something new in Rotarycraft. It decides to go south for the wintertime. Okay. Power is being split to one device. Well, we have this guy here. And each of these should be linked, right? Right. Let's check the handbook again. Transmission. Put a shaft or gear unit to control the outputted speed and torque. Invalid missing items cause the side to be ignored. Use the adjacent buttons to control the speed and torque. Okay. Well... there's nothing I can really do with this. So we'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. We'll put that in there. We'll put this in there. Oops. Put this in there. We'll put this in there. We'll put this in there. We'll put this in there. Okay. So it's still saying power is being split to one device. Huh. Let's try breaking and replacing one of the grinders. Let's see if that helps. It does not appear to. Okay. So now I'm not certain what this thing is doing or isn't. Let me come back in a couple seconds. Again. All right, we are now functional. Okay. So the problem was... that you have to put the shaft power bus down first, and then you can connect the rest of these guys to it. So now all of these guys should start running. We have to do this side too. And as long as you don't break the shaft power bus itself, you don't lose any of the lubricant in there, all right? So that's not too bad. All right, so let's then do this. Oh, nope, wait. We need to go over to yellow. Thank you. Yellow. Thank you. Yellow. Thank you. Yellow. Thank you. Yellow. And yellow. And yellow. And yellow. And all these jerks should be running. Yay. Okay. Let's just check. 2, 1. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. So these guys are running now. Good. Good, 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 good. Now, I'm going to do something a little different with these guys. Let me just look up the recipe for the centrifuge. Hold on.
Natural.
All right, so I just got back here, and as you can see, we have positive growth. It was 2141 when I left, and now it's much higher than that. Okay, great. That's even with supplying the lubricant into that system. So we're going to have plenty of lubricant in that tank relatively soon. Now, the other thing I've been working on, which I believe is downstairs a little bit, and over to here, is this assembly. This is a canola farm. This is a canola farm using a Rotarycraft sprinkler, okay? Now, we have a pump going, 8-to-1 gearbox, which is generating pressure in the pipe, about 500 kilopascals. All right, now that pressure is then going into that sprinkler head up there, which, as you can see, if I right-click on it, max range 8, all right? What that means is that this thing is dependent, its range is actually dependent on its pressure input, okay? And it also does do some fertilizing, too. So we have these fans, all right? We have a bunch of fans over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves some more another set of shaft power buses. So I need a shaft power bus controller, and then let's say, let me plan this out before I do anything here, because otherwise I'm going to look like an idiot. Okay, so we have a steam engine, right? That steam engine is generating 32 at 512, okay? And we have a set of fans, all right? Those fans are and of course doesn't show that in there. All right. Let's go back. Farming fan. Stream of air. Yay. Okay. I need it to be at 512 radians per second. All right. Well, I think I'm there with this guy, right? Yeah, okay. So he's generating, let's take a look at this. Steam engine. He's generating 512. Okay. 32. So we want to bring that down. If we cut that in half and in half, that's 8. So we can't do that. So we have to cut it down in half with a 2-to-1, I think would be the proper answer there. Okay. And then we're going to have the shaft power bus. That's going to be a pain in the rear end. Okay, because we want to put it in line, I guess. Yeah. So either move this guy or we either move him back 1. I think moving him back 1 is probably the best option here. Yeah. All right. Let's get some stone out just to make it look at least a little pretty. Oops. There we go. We'll go with that and this. Oops. Like that. A lot of oopses in this episode. All right, let's go up. Like that. Where did the bevel gears just come from? Where did they... Huh? All right, we'll go with that. Okay, I don't know where those bevel gears just came from, but all right. So we're going to come out here, and of course, we're going to insert, keep our insert the same, out black, right? And then how many shafts do I have? 4? Perfect. All right. So we'll go there, and then go 1, 2. All right. So let's get some more of those shaft bus controllers. So I think we should need about 32 ingots into Whoojama-Whatsits, and then, yeah, okay. We can just use this controller over here. This seems like a better idea. All right, so let's tap you. All right, so let's go like that, and we'll get you done down like that. And we're going to need far more than that. All right, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do that, and that, and all right, so let's get... Okay. Let's do the power buses first, all right? So we're going to have extras because there are 9 fans. So we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 24. Just keep clicking. And then, all right, so 24 of those. Shaft power bus, please. 24 of them. Yes. No, we didn't need that many. We did not need that many at all. That's okay. We'll use these in the future. I think I made way too much of everything here, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so we got you, and we got you. Now, can I do a export? Hey-o, we can do that. All right, so let's get ourselves a piston. Thank you very much. Fluid export bus. And we have a bucket of lubricant. Great. All right. Which the fluid export bus doesn't really matter because, of course, I don't have an ME network run over here yet. But this will at least give a demonstration of how this whole thing is going to work. Oh, we forgot something. Right, we did forget something indeed, didn't we? We need to get ourselves at least... I have to leave for work in 15 minutes. We have to get ourselves... let's see. Ender... No. There we go. Four of these. There we go. Vacuum hoppers. Awesome. And how many item conduits do I have? Nope. So I need pulsating, right? Of course, that's going to take forever to craft, but whatever. We can wait for a minute or two. All right, so we shouldn't need that many of these just for right now. There we go. That should be plenty. So let's get this going. Now, should be too hard to do. We're just going to take our shaft power bus controller, right? And we're going to connect him in. And rotate him until... Oh, right. I need to give him some lubricant. There we go. All right. So he's going to use the lubricant relatively slowly, I hope. And we'll get this guy. And, of course, I forgot to get the shafts that I need for all this. Always forgetting something, right? Right. Now, I know that we're going to need to get a constant supply of lubricant into that guy, and we're going to need to get what's coming out of him into the network. So that's fine. So let's get ourselves some shafts. Let's get ourselves another 6. And let's also get ourselves, what do I want to do? How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? For right now, we're just going to get ourselves a tank. And, yeah, that should do the trick for right now. Okay. So I need shafts. I need that. Let's get ourselves... oh, I have barrels. Good. Goody, good, good. I'm like, wait a second. All right, so let's go down. Down again. Perfect. Oh, wait, we need to get the lubricant. Almost forgot. That's not the lubricant chamber. This one is. All right. And, of course, we can't do that. Because there's no easy way to access this thing. Fine, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, we're already up to 300. That's awesome. So for right now, or at least for the purpose of this episode, we will just manually move this junk around, all right? In the future, we'll actually have this hooked up to our AE system as soon as I get my AE system in here. Okay, that's kind of an important factor. So let's go like that, and like this, and then like that, and then extract active without. Great, okay. So then all we should have to do... oops. Is this. All right. Now options, inventory. Let me make sure I don't have any... no, okay. Sometimes when I'm working, I'll have item mode turned on. So you can see what's happening, right? These things are getting blown off. And now we just have to harvest them. I could set up an item vacuum, but what I think I'm going to do instead is use these open blocks thingy-majiggers, okay? All right, so all that's happening there. And they're all actually getting blown down there quite nicely. So all I now have to do... I probably don't even need as many of these as I crafted. Is to put down, let's see, 1, 2, 3. And of course, all of these got blown a little ways, didn't they? And then, what is that? I gave you 1, 2, and on the third. So 1, 2, on the third. Awesome. All right, so let's break this guy. We'll move him a little bit. Like that. And then we'll put our barrel here. And then what we'll do here is we'll connect our item conduit. Not to there. Our item conduit will go there, there, and there. And why aren't you connecting? Interesting. So we'll need a pair of chests then. First of all, though, let's get that done up. Good. Now, I can put anything I want there, transport buses, whatever. Actually, if we're going back out here, let's do one more thing. And that is to put an automatic shutoff in this shenanigans, because I don't want this to break. Or to clog my entire ME system with this stuff. So let's go... okay, let me think for just a second here. I need a pair of chests. Hey, look at that. I actually have them on me. And then I want to get myself... let's get NEI back up here. Let's get ourselves a clutch. Okay. This is just a basic clutch. All right. Steel shaft and redstone gets us a clutch. And let's get ourselves a lever is on us. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to do this in the future, and I'll finish this up off camera. I'm going to do this with a ME level emitter set to 4,000 canola. Okay? Is there any reason you guys aren't breaking those? You should be. You should all be getting the exact same power as everyone else on this network. 1, 2. So one. Oh, right. He's below me. That's why. Oh, okay. It's just not long enough. Because range is a matter of torque, I think? It's range of power. Okay. So we'll have to fix that, I guess. Yeah, you're not eating fluid that quickly. But that's fine. This will still harvest the closer ones at least. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to break this guy, put a clutch in instead, and whenever it's below a certain level, it'll act. Whenever I have 2 little canola, say less than 4,000 canola seeds, that'll tick and activate, okay? And then that'll turn this farm on. What I'll do is I'll just put a second... I'll put a second steam engine in right here. And then change that thing out next to me to be a shaft junction. Actually, we can do that now. If I have any on me. Do I? Apparently not. Okay, but I'll do that off camera. That'll take me like 5 seconds to do, and you guys have seen that before. As for the rest of this, let's go like that. And that, and we'll set this guy to go like that. And this will probably be an ME interface. Oops, and this guy should be set to insert. Yay, look at that. Okay. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm going to yank all this stuff out. We'll put all of it in here. We'll make sure all these guys are empty. Let's get all you guys out. Okay, you guys are empty. We'll put all of that into there. Beautiful. Okay. So that should function fine. And as you can see, this guy's doing pretty well at growing these guys. They're actually growing at a pretty good clip, which is good. That's good. And if you notice with the fans, it just takes the stuff off the top and you don't need to refill it, okay? So I'm probably just going to add a second bus controller over here. That's fine. A second steam engine over there. And hook this up to my ME network. But until then, guys, we now have automated canola. And I'm hoping this will all keep up with itself. I'm hoping. We'll see. There's another sprinkler that's a bit more effective than the one I just used. By the way, I can show you the absolute shenanigans I did over here. So this is all running, right? So that's up to 520. That's outputting. We have a CVT unit running. Because I realized if that was 260, then just doubling it and I should be all set. So we have plenty of power coming in here. These guys are running pretty well, actually. Let's see. Are we backstuffing on canola seed husks? I think we actually are. Okay, that's a problem. That is a problem. Okay. So canola seed husks we are backstuffing on. Great. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. Probably give these guys a bit more speed. I think what's happening is these guys are running at 12 seconds. These guys are running at a little under 24. So it should actually be balanced. I'm not certain why it's not. Well, right, you can't stand. Don't stand on those. It hurts. This guy's running. That's good. Very good to see. That's running. Induction motor's running. That all is running. Everything looks like it's running perfectly fine. How are we doing over here? 220-80 amps. Okay, let's say that's fine. All right, guys, so this has been Mr. Kasarian. If you enjoyed this episode, please give me a like, comment, subscription. Let me know you're out there. Let me know that you like to see what I am doing. Until the next time, guys, happy mining.